Blood grouping systems. What are blood groups? Why are they important? Why someone has A blood group and other has B blood group? These are some of the questions we are going to discuss in today's video. Hello students, I am Dr. Faisal and you are watching BioOcean classes. So let's get started. Before discussing blood grouping systems, I want you people to be clear about the functioning of immune system. In brief, I have tried to cover the functioning of immune system. Our immune system, which is always there to check the infections and the foreign antigens, it basically works on the principle of self and non-self. Our immune system, it checks self and non-self. This is the first thing immune system checks about a molecule. It sees whether the substance it's self antigen और इट्स नॉन सेल्फ एंटीजन. सबसे पहले इम्यून सिस्टम क्या काम करता है, ये देखता है कि जो बाहर से आने वाला मॉलिक्यूल है वो बॉडी का अपना मॉलिक्यूल है या वो कोई फॉरेन सब्सटेंस है. इफ इट इज सेल्फ एंटीजन द इम्यून सिस्टम टेक्स नो एक्शन अगेंस्ट इट. अपने मॉलिक्यूल्स के लिए इम्यून सिस्टम कोई भी एक्शन शो नहीं करता. एंड इफ इट्स नॉन सेल्फ दैट इज फॉरेन सब्सटेंस, जो बाहर से आई हुई चीज है, immune system checks whether it is harmless or whether it is harmful. If it is harmless, immune system takes no action. Immune system harmless substances के against कोई action नहीं लेता. But immune system, if it checks the foreign substance, it's harmful. अगर बाहर से आने वाला जो antigen है वो harmful है, the immune system it starts its action and that action is known as immune response. Okay, so our immune system checks self and non-self. If it's self, immune system has no action. But if the foreign substance it's harmless, again the immune system plays no action. But if the foreign substance it's harmful, the immune system starts its action, that is known as immune response. And this immune response is in the form of molecules called as antibodies. And these antibodies, they are present in our plasma. They are present in our blood, they are present in our plasma. इस प्लाज्मा के बारे में, एंटीबॉडीज के बारे में हमने लास्ट वीडियो में बात की थी. सो दिस इज इन नटशेल हाउ आवर इम्यून सिस्टम वर्क्स. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, इम्यून सिस्टम अपने सेल्फ एंटीजेंस के अगेंस्ट एक्शन क्यों नहीं लेता? व्हाई द इम्यून सिस्टम इट डज नॉट रिएक्ट अगेंस्ट सेल्फ एंटीजेंस? वेल, द आंसर इज टॉलरेंस. In one line, if I say, it's tolerance. Our immune system, it's tolerant to the self antigens. All antigens, they are shown to the immune system at the time of development of immune responses. बचपन में ही सारे के सारे self antigens immune system को दिखा दिए जाते हैं कि ये अपने antigens है, इसके लिए कभी भी आप action show नहीं करोगे. Okay, so tolerance is the property by which the immune system it does not act against the self antigens. Let me tell you regarding different disorders of the immune system. We can have three types of disorders of the immune system. We can have something called as autoimmunity. We can have allergy, and we can have immunodeficiency. Okay, these are three basic kinds of disorders which can be present in the immune system. What is autoimmunity? If the immune system fails to distinguish self from non-self, अगर immune system को यही पता ना चले कि self क्या है और non-self क्या है, and it starts destroying self antigens, then this type of disorder is known as autoimmunity. Okay, autoimmunity is destruction of self antigens. Example is myasthenia gravis, Hashimoto thyroiditis, Graves disease. These are all the example of autoimmune diseases. Second is allergy. If immune system it starts acting against foreign harmless antigens. If the immune system starts acting against foreign harmless antigens, this property is known as this disorder is known as allergy. इस चीज को हम लोग एलर्जी बोलते हैं. Normally हमारा immune system harmless substances के against act नहीं करता, but if it starts acting against these harmless substances, this is known as allergy. And the small molecules, these harmless molecules, they are known as allergens. And our common allergens are pollens, dust, dandruff of the animals. Okay, so these are some of the common allergens against which our immune system becomes allergic. Another kind of disorder is immunodeficiency. If our immune system is not able to carry out its normal function, like it's not able to act against harmful antigens, if our immune system, it's some of the component WBCs, they are not functioning properly. If they are not functioning properly, it will not be able to start immune response, and that kind of disorder is known as immunodeficiency. And one common example is HIV/AIDS. In our AIDS, our helper T cells, they are destroyed, and when our helper T cells are destroyed, our immune system, it's not able to generate immune response. So these are the three kinds of disorders of our immune system. तीन तरीके के डिसऑर्डर, अगर अपने ही सेल्स को डिस्ट्रॉय करे ऑटो इम्यूनिटी, अगर हार्मलेस सब्सटेंसेस के अगेंस्ट एक्ट करे दैट इज एलर्जी, and अगर काम ही ना करे then it is known as immunodeficiency. Okay, from all this page I want to summarize two basic points. One is antigen and another is antibody. What is antigen? Antigen is any chemical substance which induces immune response. Okay, कोई भी फॉरेन सब्सटेंस, कोई भी केमिकल जो बॉडी में जाने के बाद इम्यून सिस्टम को जगा ले कि इम्यून सिस्टम उसको खत्म करे, this kind of molecule is known as antigen. Okay, and these antigens may be self antigens, foreign antigens, they are present over every kind of organism. Okay, and against this antigen, what our immune system does, it produces some molecules which are known as antibodies. So antibodies क्या है? They are the molecules which destroy the antigen. ये antigen को destroy करते हैं. They are produced by the immune system and they are always present in the plasma. Let me give an example to understand this antigen and antibody. हर इंसान, हर स्पीशी के पास अपने कुछ antigens होते हैं. Every animal has its own antigens. If we take cells of one human and put inside the body of another human, those cells, they will be acting as antigen and immune system of the recipient will try to destroy them. अगर मैं एक इंसान का ब्लड दूसरे इंसान में इंजेक्ट कर दूंगा विदाउट मैचिंग, हमारा इम्यून सिस्टम उसको फॉरेन समझ के उसको डिस्ट्रॉय करने की कोशिश करेगा और उसके अगेंस्ट एंटीबॉडीज फॉर्म करेगा. दिस इज एंटीजन एंड दिस इज एंटीबॉडी. I hope the basic functioning of immune system is clear to you. Now coming to the blood grouping. Okay, what is blood grouping? In common language, if we see, it is a way to classify our RBCs. Okay, हमारे ब्लड के अंदर जो RBCs है उनको क्लासीफाई करने का जो तरीका है that is known as blood grouping. There are many different ways to classify our blood groups, or there are many ways to classify our RBCs. Like we have Karl, we have Lewis, we have Duffy, but all these systems, they are not important clinically for us, because whenever somebody asks you regarding your blood group, what you say either A positive, B positive, O negative, AB positive. These are the two digits you say. You say something in the form of English alphabet and then either positive or negative. These two systems, they are very important for us. Yes, we have ABO system and we have RH system. Okay, two systems are very important for blood grouping clinically. One is ABO system and another is RH system. ABO system, we talk about A, B, AB or O, and RH system, we talk about positivity or negativity of our blood. These two systems are very important, and both these systems, they are based on a common principle or a law that is known as Landsteiner's law. Landsteiner's law, it was given by Karl Landsteiner, and what does this law say? This law, it has two parts. इस law के दो parts हैं. Okay, हम इनको पहले समझते हैं, बाद में इसका application देखेंगे. We will try to understand these laws first, then we will apply these laws actually. Okay, the first part of the law says if antigen is present on RBC, corresponding antibody will be absent in the plasma. This is a very important statement. First part says if antigen is present on RBC, corresponding antibody will be absent in the plasma. इसका कहने का मतलब ये है, if your RBC it has A antigen, अगर RBC के ऊपर A antigen है तो anti-A एंटीबॉडी कभी भी प्लाज्मा में प्रेजेंट नहीं होगी, क्योंकि अगर वो एंटीबॉडी प्रेजेंट होगी तो वो अपने ही सेल्स को डिस्ट्रॉय करेगी. दिस इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट. If antigen is present, antibody will be absent. Similarly, if your blood group is B, your RBC will be having B antigen, and your plasma it will never contain anti-B antibody. Okay, this is first part. Second part of this law is just the opposite of this. If antigen is absent on RBC, antibody will be present. This law says that कि अगर antibody absent है तो corresponding antibody प्लाज्मा के अंदर प्रेजेंट होगी. ओके, इफ द ब्लड ग्रुप इज A, अगर ब्लड ग्रुप A है तो RBC के ऊपर एंटीजन A है. अगर एंटीजन A है तो एंटी B एंटीबॉडी प्रेजेंट होगी, क्योंकि B एंटीजन RBC के ऊपर प्रेजेंट नहीं है. सिमिलरली अगर ब्लड ग्रुप B की बात करूंगा मैं, RBC के ऊपर जो एंटीजन है वो B है. अगर एंटीजन B है तो एंटी A एंटीबॉडी प्रेजेंट होगी, क्योंकि इसमें A एंटीजन नहीं है. These are the two parts of Landsteiner's law. First part is universal. Second part has some exception. We will discuss later on. Okay, this is Landsteiner's law. Coming to the actual ABO system first. Okay, ABO system. In ABO system, we will try to memorize this chart, and we will try to solve most of the questions from this chart. This is very, very important. I want your attention please for this chart. Okay, अगर हम देखें हमारे पास कितने ब्लड ग्रुप्स है, if we see how many blood groups we have A, we have B, we have AB, and we have O. We have 4 blood groups. They are also known as the phenotypes. We have 4 phenotypes: A blood group, B blood group, AB blood group, O blood group. Okay, now what does these blood groups mean? If a person has blood group A, it means the RBC of a person, जो blood के अंदर RBC cells है उनके ऊपर A एंटीजन प्रेजेंट है. And if the person has blood group B, RBC के ऊपर जो एंटीजन है that is B एंटीजन. If the person has blood group AB, RBC has both A and B antigen, दोनों एंटीजन्स प्रेजेंट है. And if the person has blood group O, ना तो A प्रेजेंट है ना तो B प्रेजेंट है. Neither A is present nor B is present. No antigen is present on O blood group. Okay, we discussed the blood group, and blood group के साथ we discussed about the RBC. Now applying the Landsteiner's law, we will see the corresponding antibody. We will see the corresponding antibody in the plasma. If antigen A is present here, the antibody will be B, so there will be anti-B antibody. And if B antigen is present here, here will be anti-A antibody. Okay, this is very important. Blood group A, it has anti-B antibody, and blood group B, it has anti-A antibody. And if we see the blood group AB, it has no antibody. It has neither A antibody neither B antibody, because it has both the antigens. It has both antigens. And if we see the blood group O, no antigen is present, so both antibodies are present. O blood group, its plasma has both antibodies, anti-A and anti-B. Okay, so this is the plasma. You need to remember what is on the RBC and what is in the plasma. These are the two things that I want you people to remember. This is genotype. We will talk about this genotype in a few minutes. Okay, all these antibodies, they belong to IgM category of antibodies. Okay, IgM antibody is the largest antibody. It's known as the millennial molecule. Okay, and it is pentavalent. Okay, it has 10 binding sites. So where we are going to use this knowledge now? All this ABO system knowledge, it is used in the blood transfusion. So in blood transfusion, we have one donor and we have one recipient. डोनर वो इंसान है जो ब्लड को डोनेट करता है, और रेसिपिएंट वो है जो ब्लड को रिसीव करता है. सो वी विल बी हैविंग डोनर एंड वी विल बी हैविंग रेसिपिएंट. अब कौन किसको ब्लड दे सकता है? विच कैन बी डोनर, which can be the recipient. We will try to solve these questions, but as a rule I want you people to remember, डोनर का हमेशा एंटीजन चेक करेंगे एंड रेसिपिएंट का हमेशा एंटीबॉडी चेक करेंगे. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वी विल ऑलवेज चेक एंटीजन ऑफ द डोनर एंड वी विल चेक एंटीबॉडी ऑफ द रेसिपिएंट. दिस इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. लेट मी गिव एन एग्जांपल to understand this concept much. Okay, we will take some examples. We will see, can a blood group A donate its blood to person with blood group B? अगर एक इंसान में ब्लड ग्रुप A है, क्या ये ब्लड B को दे सकता है? Okay, we will try to solve it. I told you this is the donor and this is the recipient. Of donor we check the antigen and of recipient we check the antibody. अगर ब्लड ग्रुप A है तो what will be the antigen? RBC के ऊपर A लिखा होगा. We will be having A antigen. And if our recipient it has blood group B, what will be the antibody? Antibody will be anti-A. So if I take the blood of A and I give it to B, it will not work because anti-A antibody, it's going to destroy this RBC. It's going to destroy this antigen. Okay, this is first thing. Second thing is, can a person with blood group B donate its blood to A? क्या B A को blood दे सकता है? Same. Now this will be donor. We will check the antigen, and this is recipient. We will check the antibody. Here the antigen is B, and here the antibody will be anti-B. This anti-B, it's going to destroy the B, and so we cannot give the blood of person B with blood group B to a person with blood group A. Let's see more examples. Can a person with blood group O donate its blood to person with blood group A? This is a very important example. Try to understand. If O is the donor, what is the antigen? No, there is no antigen. And if we see A, what will be the antibody? Because this is the recipient, I will be having anti-B. Since there is no antigen, A has no antigen, we can give the blood of O to A. Similarly, if we give the blood of O to person with blood group B, again O will be having no antigen and here I will be having anti-A. Again the blood of O, it can be given to B. And similarly, if we see the person with blood group AB, it has no antibody. So the blood group O can be given to the person with AB. What we have seen, that blood group O, it can donate its blood to A, it can donate its blood to B, and it can donate its blood to AB. So O is considered as a universal donor. O can donate its blood to anybody. So O is a universal donor. Take another example of AB. Can a person with blood group A donate its blood to AB? Here there will be antigen A because this is the donor, and here there will be no antibody. So of course we can give this blood. Similarly, can a patient with blood group B give the blood to AB? Of course, here is B antigen and no antibody. We can give the blood. Similarly, we see the O, it can also give the blood to AB. AB is considered as universal recipient. Okay, from this exercise you should be clear that O is the universal donor and AB is the universal recipient. This is the catch home message I want to tell, that best donor is O and best recipient is AB. And best donor will be that which has no antigen, and best recipient is that which has no antibody. Okay, तो O जो है वो बेस्ट डोनर है और AB जो है वो बेस्ट रेसिपिएंट है. O का खून किसी को भी लग सकता है और AB किसी का भी ब्लड ले सकता है. O वाला ब्लड महंगा है एंड AB वाला जो ब्लड है वो सस्ता है. It's like this we used to say. So this is regarding the ABO system, how we see the transfusions, which blood group we can give and which blood group we cannot give. Okay, so there are certain points related to this process. I want the people who are appearing for NEET to remember these points. In ABO blood group system, we have 4 phenotypes. 4 phenotypes means, I told you there will be 4 blood groups, so there are 4 phenotypes. And there are 6 genotypes. What does I mean by these 6 genotypes? If we say the blood group A, it can be IAIA or it can be IA small I. Blood group B, it can be IB or IB small I, and AB can be IAIB, and O can be small I. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 type of genotypes can be present in a person. Okay, 4 phenotypes, 6 genotypes. ABO blood grouping is an example of multiple alleles. What is multiple alleles? There are 3 alleles in a population which are controlling this system. One is IA, one is IB, and one is small I. Here just I want to tell you that A is dominant over I, B is also dominant over I. A and B, they show the property of codominance. That's why they are able to produce their effect simultaneously. AB blood group is an example of codominance because both A and both B, they are showing their effect. None of them is getting recessive. Okay, so this is codominance. Another important thing, A blood group and B blood group, they are example of both homozygous as well as heterozygous. We see here A can be homozygous, A can be heterozygous. B can be homozygous, B can be heterozygous. Homozygous means दोनों allele same है, and heterozygous means alleles जो है वो different है. Okay, these were some of the points. Another very important thing is the antigen is also called as agglutinogen, and antibody it's known as agglutinin. Okay, I want you people to remember this term also. What are the uses of this blood grouping system? Basically this ABO system, what are the uses? Number one, this system is very important during the blood transfusions. Whenever you have to transfuse the blood, you check the ABO system. You see whether you are able to donate or not. Okay. Second, it helps us in solving the paternity disputes. Paternity disputes means it helps us to tell who is the actual biological father or who is actually the biological mother of offspring or of a baby. Let's see how this is possible. If we have a female which has blood group AB and I have a male whose blood group is O, what will be AB? It will be IA, IB, and what will be O? It will be small I. When they are going to marry, what are the possibilities of offsprings? We can see with the help of Punnett square. We have IA, IB, we have small I. What will be the possibility of offsprings? IA, small I, IB, small I, IA, small I, IB, small I. These can be the possible offsprings which these two can have. This is a female and this is a male. If they marry, these are the types of blood group their offsprings can have. Either they can have the children with A blood group or they can have the children with B blood group. Okay, if this couple somehow has a blood group with O, अगर इस कपल का एक बच्चा है जिसका ब्लड ग्रुप O है, so this is a normal thing. We can conclude from this discussion that this O blood group is not possible for these two offsprings. Definitely either the male is not the father or either female is not the actual biological mother of this child. So to solve these paternity or maternity cases, we use this ABO blood grouping system. I think this is all about ABO blood grouping system. In next video, I will try to discuss RH system. That's a very important system. अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज़